Oh blah dee, oh blah da, life goes on, la 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 la, life goes on. Oh blah dee, oh blah da, la la la. I don't know the rest of the words. Hello, and thank you for joining me for Veg with Lisa Live. I'm Lisa. This is most definitely live. These are vegetables, and this is my white episode. I figured the Beatles can have their white album, Picasso can have his blue period. Well, I am determined to bust some myths about white vegetables. Therefore, I'm having a white episode. But before I dive into these beautiful white veg, please let me know that you're here, that you can see me, that you can hear me, and say hi. Type something in the comments. In fact, I would love to know, what's your favorite song on the no, just kidding. What's your favorite white vegetable? You can also tell me your favorite song on the Beatles' White Album. That would be fun too. And if you dare, I'll bring you on and you can sing it much better than I did. Whew. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm very into myth busting these days. If you haven't noticed, there's a lot of misinformation getting spread around the interwebs, particularly about the foods that we need. For example, if you still think that you need to consume a lot of another white food, dairy, to have strong bones, we need to talk. Send me a message. Hey, Heather. Heather's watching from the cottage in Union Cemetery. If you live in Kansas City and you haven't been there, you need to check it out. Is Kevin with you or is it just you solo, Heather? Anywho, so calcium, dairy, myths galore for strong and healthy bones. Again, if you're confused about that, shoot me a message. I'd love to talk to you about it. Another myth I want to bust up today is that white vegetables are not good for us. And I'm going to start, I'm waving those cauliflowers around, but I want to start with a couple of white vegetables. The lowly potato. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. That's not white, that's red. Well, I'm going to show you in a minute when we cut it open. It is indeed white. Good. I'm glad to hear Kevin's here as well. Hi, Kevin. This is white. This is white. I'll show you on the inside. Potatoes have got such a bad reputation, and it's undeservedly so. Because the real truth is, white vegetables are really, 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 really good for you. And I've got several to show you, so I'm going to stop quite so much yapping at you and show you what I've got down here for my white episode. Okay. First, I want to start with what I was waving around. I'm going to make you wait on the potatoes. I was waving around these beautiful wedges of, look at this, cauliflower. Isn't this absolutely beautiful? FYI, I bought all the veggies on the white episode from Gaining Ground Farm, which is an organically grown vegetable farm near Asheville, North Carolina, where I'm filming today's episode. Look at this cauliflower. Isn't this absolutely stunning? In case you thought cauliflower was like a big old white 5-pound brain looking thing, well, it can be, but this is what they look like when they are grown by a local farmer. Hi, Emily. Isn't this pretty? So these are the leaves, and you peel them back. And what is inside is an absolutely, hi Janie, beautiful head of cauliflower. Another one of my very, very favorite white vegetables. So before I start to cooking, let's see, we have a really great question from the Peanut Gallery. Emily asks, can you put the cauliflower leaves in a smoothie? Absolutely, why not? I will most definitely rinse these off. I haven't washed anything, although I probably wouldn't need to because I know it was organically grown. I will most definitely throw these in when I'm going to make, or if I'm cooking some other greens. I kind of tend to keep all my greens trimmings in the fridge. I'll toss these in with some kale, with some Swiss chard. You could throw them in soup. You could throw them in your salad. You absolutely need to throw them in and not throw them out. Good question, Emily. Keep them coming. Okay, so the nutrition in this cauliflower, in this beautiful white vegetable, first of all, it's got hardly any calories. I hope you're still not counting calories. If you are, we also need to talk. But very, very high nutrient dense, low caloric veg. There are 3 grams of fiber in 1 serving of this beauty. And say it with me, what do we need more of in this country? Well, a lot, but we definitely need more fiber, right? One cup of raw cauliflower has like 25 calories. Fiber, yay, Emily, bing, bing, bing. 3 grams of fiber, which is about 10% of your day. Lisa, hi, are you still in Montana? Anyway, antioxidants, loaded with antioxidants, which protect us from free radicals, inflammation. Inflammation is a buzzword these days because it should be, because so many of us have it. So eat some more antioxidants to reduce your inflammation. I'm getting so excited about these white veg, I can hardly spit it out. Vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant. We all need a strong immune system, right, Emily? 77% of your daily recommended allowance is in this 1 cup of this beauty. Ellie, the Sweat Sisters are in the house. You just bought a cauliflower this morning. Perfect timing. I'd like to know what you're going to do with yours, but I'm going to show you mine. Okay, vitamin K, very, very important for healthy blood, for blood clotting, vitamin B6, folate, and another really cool thing, choline. Who's ever heard of choline? Often we're deficient in that, and sulforaphane. It's kind of a darling antioxidant. Broccoli sprouts are very high in it. So is cauliflower. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 ways. Oh, I'm just getting so excited. I want to tell you about the potatoes. So potatoes, I promise you, look at that, white on the inside. When possible, to keep the nutrition in the potatoes, don't peel them, especially if they're organic. Just give them a rinse, give them a scrub with your veggie brush if you need to. Veggie brush is one of my favorite kitchen utensils. Again, with the fiber, again with the vitamin C. Yes, again with vitamin B6, manganese, 5 grams of fiber in 1 serving of potatoes. So these white veggies get a bad rap because, well, why do you think? Because we eat them in the form of French fries, mashed potatoes, with butter and cream, potato chips, right? Like, let's get real. If you're eating a potato, you got no problems. But don't tell me that you're scared of eating white potatoes when you're probably eating them in fresh fries, mashed potatoes, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so while I'm yapping, I'm gonna start to cooking. 2 ways I'm gonna cook all these vegetables together. Rob says, did someone say French fries? Yeah, not today, Buster. Oh, so Ellie says she's gonna grill her cauliflower with olive oil and special magic spices. Ellie, that sounds absolutely delicious. Okay, I've got a pot with a steamer basket in here. I know a lot of you maybe don't like to cook or think you can't, which is why I just want to show you 2 simple preparations that you can do all of these veggies all at once in either one of these ways. Okay, so I'm going to start, hi Terry, I'm going to start by steaming them all together to make a mash. Rob, if you can't have French fries, are you happy with the mash? He loves mash. He's Irish. So am I. Okay, so I've got my white potatoes, nothing to it. I'm tossing them in my steamer basket. Here's my gold white potato tossed in my steamer basket. You do not need to throw out the core because it's going to get all steamed together. Cauliflower in my steamer basket. Yeah, and I'm just going to set that aside. Okay. Who knows what this is? No, it's not my mustache. This is another one of my favorite white vegetables. Again, things that grow together often go together. That's true with food and wine as well. So I bought all of these veggies at the local farmer's market. Oh, you know what? I'm lying. I did not buy the potatoes. They're not quite ready here yet. Yes, Emily, fennel, ding, 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 ding. But I got everything else at the farmer's market, which means they're likely to go really well together. Cauliflower, potatoes, fennel, and stay tuned. I've got 2 more veggies to show you. So in case you've never done fennel before and don't know what to do with it, I rinsed it and then I'm just gonna chop it like this and throw it in my steamer basket with the other things and then hang on to these. Oh, Rob, mashed potatoes topped with French fries. I do not think so. Hang on to these, don't throw these out. You're gonna wanna throw these in. The fennel tops are very much like dill. They will impart a really nice springy flavor to whatever you're tossing them in. Okay, fennel is also a very powerful antioxidant with hardly any calories and fiber and lots of antioxidants and vitamins and minerals. Actually, a little bit of calcium too. Speaking of calcium. Okay, now I've got 2 more veggies that I want to show you. Emily's gonna like this. Oh my gosh, you all are why potatoes have a bad name. Now we have completely gone so far down the tubes with mashed potatoes topped with French fries and potato chip crumbles. No, you two are causing me big problems and you're both in trouble. What is this? This is white and it's a green onion. Also in the markets these days. So I'm gonna chop the root end off of that, chop that, save this. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I'm just gonna toss this whole in my steamer pot. Why not? Because I'm steaming this all together to make a mash. One more. This is so super cool. Who knows what this is? No, it's not. It's not Rob's beard or mustache. This, my friends, is spring garlic, or sometimes called green garlic. In other words, this is fresh garlic. And look, I got a bonus. There's a garlic scape coming out of the top. It tried to escape, but it didn't. So when we buy garlic at the grocery store, it often looks something like this. I've already been gnawing on this one. It's dried and it often comes from China. So if you can, buy your garlic local from the farmer at your local farmer's market. Otherwise, can you imagine the silly carbon footprint of this little thing flying all the way to the US from China? No. Okay, garlic and onions. So I already cleaned one of these little spring garlics. All I did was, well, here, I'll show you. Chop the beard off, and chop the neck off, and again, save that. And it's like this. And then if I'm sauteing some greens, I often will just kind of slice it like this. This is very gentle. Well, yeah, gentle. A nice tender, a little bit less strong garlic flavor. Yeah, but what I did for what I'm going to show you, a surprise, is I just cleaned it and kind of did that. And then in my mash, you can just throw a couple of these cloves in raw or whole. Now, garlic and onions have very, very similar nutritional benefits. Look, I want to show you this. Emily, you would like this. Ooh, a garlic and onion facial. Look at these. They're steaming. Isn't that beautiful? All I've done is throw my white vegetables, my potatoes, my fennel, my cauliflower, one of the most nutrient-dense veggies that there is, my spring garlic and my spring onions. Did I forget anything? I think that's it. 2 colors of potatoes, white, in the steamer pot. That's it. That's all I've done. Oh, I was telling you about the nutritional benefits of onions and garlic. They're very, very similar. They're very powerful medicinal vegetables. They are said to contain antibacterial properties. So that means they act like a natural antibiotic. They also have tons of antioxidants. They're said to help reduce your high blood pressure, said to help lower your high cholesterol. Plus, they just taste really good. Okay, stay tuned. Here is the big surprise. Because a lot of you tell me that you can't cook or you don't like to cook, I just wanted to show you 2 easy ways that you can prepare all these white vegetables. I've got some in my steamer pot that I'm gonna mash off camera. And then look at this, same veggies. White potatoes, not bad for you. Fennel, oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? Cauliflower, roasted. Spring onions, roasted. And where is someplace, oh, here's a big hunk of that fresh spring garlic. All I did was roast these up, and now I'm gonna eat these up. So that is all you have to do. Oh, I forgot, I promised Bernadette. So if you've been collecting all of your little scraps from these white veggies, throw them in a plastic bag or another container. I know, don't gripe at me about the plastic. We do the best we can. Collect them in the freezer, and we're gonna make veggie stock out of them. Okay, so now for my lunch. The mash is steaming away. Rob can have that later. I'm going to put some of my beautiful white veggies on a plate. And where did okay, remember I told you to hang on to those lovely fennel tops? I'm gonna garnish these delicious roasted veggies with them. Kind of Fennel, in case you are curious and you've never had it before, it's a little bit of a light licorice taste. And those fennel tops can be used kind of like dill. Thank goodness it's lunchtime. I'm gonna munch on a cauliflower. Absolutely amazing. The Beatles were onto something. White vegetables, not only because they're absolutely delicious and because that they're in season right now, but because they're good for you as well. They are not bad for you. White potatoes, white cauliflower, white fennel, white spring onions, white fresh spring garlic. Thank you for joining me for White Veg with Lisa Live. Stay tuned and I'll see you next week.